Game of the day. LowEloNobody versus Robobird. Andy versus Kindle.
Welcome back to the channel, folks. Semi-original guy here, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another lively game of the day. Today, folks, we are playing on a map called Struggling Grinding version 2. This is a base light matchup with an airport and comm tower support. We got ourselves an Andy versus Kindle match today. Robobird and LowEloNobody as our players. Now, this is going to be a 700 to 800 rated game. That's what we got here today, folks. So, if we see anything, we're just going to call it out, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, folks. That's what is going to occur today. Now, this one was submitted by one of these two players, so I'm going to cast it. I usually have a policy, folks, and I try to stick to it. If somebody does submit a game to me, I will try my best to cast it. I'm not going to watch it beforehand because I like things to be a surprise. So we're going to see what happens here today, folks. Now, if we take a look at the map, folks, Struggling Grinding is your standard fog of war base light matchup. We have a tactical strong side over here and a tactical weak side over here. Now, weak side is going to be responsible for going over here, grabbing a comm tower, maybe going down here, putting some pressure over here, putting some pressure on this contested property right here, and generally attacking the HQ over here. While this one is going to be responsible for jumping all the way over here, putting some pressure on this contested property, and sending the units down here, putting pressure down here, stopping the flow of battle over here, busting out the air units, and then causing massive carnage all over the map. This is actual battle copter movement from a previous game, folks. 100%. Now, I think we're going to be having a good one here today, folks. So like I said, this one was submitted. And I did see one thing. I skimmed it. And I did see one thing that looked kind of devastating. But we're going to see. We're going to see what happens here, folks. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what went down in the live league today. On the first few days, folks, you all know the deal. It is the standard infantry builds, because you got to get the infantry on the field, folks. Number one priority in Advanced Wars by Web. The number two priority in Advanced Wars by Web, folks, is making sure that you like and subscribe to the channel for all that hot live league action, folks. Boom! And here we go. The infantry are already rushing out here. Robobird already skipping a property here. LowEloNobody's already got 2 recons on the field here, and the infantry are continuing to push forward. Now, Robobird skipping properties all the way to the comm towers. Whether or not he's going to be capping this comm tower, I don't know yet, folks, but we're going to see. It's LowEloNobody's turn. He rushes the recon down south, gets tons of vision down south, but it's actually not enough to spot any of the infantry that are going forward just yet. Recon up north, going and sitting inside a forest. Now, I would probably prefer it to go here because you'd be able to see a little bit farther. But forest is fine. However, send it as far forward as you can on day one because you know what? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Nothing is going to be able to hit you yet. Nothing can really see you yet. The only thing that'll be able to see or hit you might be another recon, and you don't really want to be attacking a recon that has more defense than you do. It's not worth it. All right, LowEloNobody sending his recon far forward right now, getting that vision, spots one infantry, doesn't spot any other infantry. He's got minor intel right now as he busts out the second tank of the game. Robobird busts out the first tank of the game over here and is now sending it over into the middle of the map here. Very strong position. You want to be getting those centralized tanks as quickly as you can in order to successfully front shift anywhere on the map that you want to go, folks. It is now day 7. LowEloNobody rushes the recon up, sitting on a comm tower. Tank sitting pretty on the HQ. And we got an infantry rushing into the center of the map, sitting in a forest, hidden. Recon hidden in a forest. These are some of the scariest infantry and recons that you've ever seen, folks. They are hidden, waiting to jump scare, waiting to frighten their opponent. Poor little average Andy has absolutely no idea the absolute terror that awaits him in the shade. Now let's see if he runs into one of them, folks, because we all know that feeling when you get jump scared by a recon. And it wasn't even the one in the forest, folks. It was the one that was sitting on the comm tower. Poor Andy thought that he had a free comm tower there, could get it absolutely no problem, but boom, all of a sudden there, it's a recon. Gotta watch out for it, folks. Recons could be absolutely anywhere. They could be anywhere. There could be a recon behind you right now, or there could be a recon hiding under your bed, or a recon hiding in your closet, or a recon hiding under your stairs going into the basement. When you have those stairs, that could have somebody hiding under them, ready to just reach out and grab your ankle and pull you under the stairs. That's the kind of recon that we're dealing with here. Terrifying recons. All right. Now, we're going to have some more properties being capped here. We got the tank moving forward. We got a double tap on an infantry and a 100% damage attack from another recon on that comm tower. Oh my god. It's got the power of communications, folks. Now, boom, got a tank strike right here. Doesn't really, not really super worth it to go in for the double tap with the infantry, but hey, is what it is, folks. It's all for charge. All for charge. That's what it's all about. Got to get that charge in advance, was by the way, but it's now day 9. LowEloNobody is capping the city. And it gets trapped. Gets absolutely horrified as he walks directly into a trap. 2 infantry right in his face, but he doesn't really worry about it. He doesn't have any fear right now because he's got a tank. He's got a tank up north. That is more than enough to deal with 2 infantry. All right, and going to cap the contested property right now, doing a double cap on the contested property. If he grabs both of those properties, that will put him in a very strong position overall, controlling the center of the map here, but is currently actually dragging an income with 14,000 only. Now that's definitely going to change because there's going to be this. So that's going to be 15, 16, 17, 18. Well, this one's not going to go through, so that'd be 17, 18. Also, one very unfortunate thing, folks, for those of you that may have noticed or may not, this infantry was capping this airport, and now it's not. So, somewhere, at some point, it accidentally moved off. So, that's a thing. That is a thing that happened, folks. Mobile gaming. That's what I'm gonna blame it on. Mobile gaming, folks. All right, we got comm tower is now being captured. The classiest unit in Advanced by Web has entered the battlefield, though, folks. Day 9 classy boy. You absolutely love to see it. LowEloNobody caps some more properties. Oh, look at all that income. Look at that income just floating his way, folks, as he triple taps the infantry cap in the comm tower and now has a tank sitting on a city equivalent, which is a comm tower. But for Kindle, it doesn't matter because it is urban terrain, folks. That means she gets the firepower bonus. Technically, right now, she's sitting at 150% firepower bonus, which is going to result in 70% damage. Absolutely massive amount of damage right here. Gets a second attack on a tank. Then moves another tank forward. Ends the turn right there, folks. Sitting at 19 units. Robobird down to 15 units. 51,500 value. 68,400 value for LowEloNobody right now. But Robobird's got the income, folks. He's got 18,000 income per turn, and he's got the classiest flipping unit in Advanced by Web. And he's even using the anti-air to attack a recon. Gets the double tap with an infantry. Eliminates partial vision right now. There is still 1 recon on the field. A classy chain has just entered the battlefield, folks. A classy medium tank chain is going on here. The 5 HP tank strikes the 6 HP tank for a massive amount of damage, taking that man all the way down to 2. However, if you do not KO Andy tanks, they just come back slightly stronger than they were before. But LowEloNobody's got a very, very commanding presence up north. There's nothing stopping this man from just taking Robobird's properties right now. Those might as well just belong to him at this point, as he busts out a classy boy of his own, folks. We got a classy medium tank over here. We got 2 medium tanks over here. We are swimming in medium tanks right now on day 11. Let's see what Robobird decides to do now. Brings the tank forward, brings another tank forward, is going to attempt to destroy the tank, but does not come super close to doing it. Taps it with the infantry, which is kind of curious, but whatever, is what it is. Now, there is actually maybe somewhat of a reason for why he did this. Now, my first thought here is maybe he goes in with the infantry instead of the tank, because he's worried about counter damage. Possibly the tank being able to destroy one of his tanks afterwards. But if he goes in with the 3 HP tank, that's not really going to happen. You won't be able to get hit for enough counter damage. But you know what is what it is. It is what it is. What it is advanced by web, folks. That is what we're dealing with. All right. 18 units now. Urban Blight is charged. Got a classy medium chain coming, folks. 2 medium tanks are on the field for each player. Now let's see who's going to be the classiest person first. Who's going to get into those classy engagements, folks? Got a double tap on a tank up north, which does put the battlecopter in range of an anti-air. Completely unknowing to Robobird, though. He's got absolutely no idea of the dangers that await him in the shade, folks. So LowEloNobody definitely going to be capitalizing on this play here. Could have actually used the medium tank to tap this guy right here, eliminating this capture, but you don't know what your opponent has, and when your opponent has Urban Blight, you don't really want to be sending your units out into the unknown. You don't want to be sending them out to unknown territory, especially when that unknown territory is right beside a flipping city, folks. Not really the place where you want to be, so maybe just letting the cap go is the way to go. Got an artillery on the field now. Medium tanks are moving forward. Got the old battlecopter anti-air infantry combination over here from LowEloNobody as Robobird is about to get some significantly massive amount of value from this hyper upgrade. Let's see. Boom. That is about 21,000 value from the hyper upgrade. That is a great hyper upgrade, folks. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see what he does with it. He's going to use the recon to eliminate an infantry. Yeah, get rid of that vision. Get rid of that cap. That's what I'm talking about. Double tapping a tank. Well, no, single tapping because he uses one of them to get vision. But yeah, okay. So that happened. All right. I like it. I like it. It's okay. It's nice. It's nice. I like the damage, folks. The healing was the best part about the entire turn, folks. I'm not going to lie. Andy is my favorite CO. I love Andy. Old average Andy. He is the best. Best there ever was. Now, when he's playing a Kindle, though, he does definitely struggle quite a bit. Kindle is an incredibly strong CO. Very difficult to deal with. Very stinky. But Andy, you know, he keeps it clean. He tries to keep it clean, folks. We got an Urban Blight over here from LowEloNobody. 24,800 funds in the bank. Could potentially get stinky herself over here. So we'll see if she can resist the urge in order to buy the soiled ones. Or if she buys the soiled one. The soiled abomination has been purchased, folks. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stinking up this battlefield, folks. Now, if you're going to be purchasing soiled abominations, aka the Neo Tank, folks, you know what? That is your choice. You are free to do whatever you want to do in Advance Wars. There's nothing that I can do about that. I would only recommend that if you are going to be buying the soiled abominations, you invest in some high quality soap in order to wash away that stink. All right. Tanks moving back, getting heals. That's what medium tanks like to do, folks. They like to go back, get some heals after they've been beaten up a little bit. They like to return stronger than they were before. Day 15 is upon us. LowEloNobody, not anywhere close to a charge right now, so you don't got to worry about that right now. Artillery used as the scout for the medium tank to move forward. That's a bold play. That is a bold play, folks. And I've seen some bold plays. I've seen some bold plays, folks, but that is a bold play. Now this... Oh. This is what I was talking about, folks. So, this is the move right here. 23,000 income. 17,000 income. Which is a significant lead. Significant lead. But the problem right now... It's a pipe runner. A pipe runner has been built. Now, if I'm going to guess what is going on here, I am going to say mobile gaming. Question mark? Mobile gaming, folks. Now that's what I think is going on here. I think we got a mobile gamer accidentally clicked the pipe runner instead of the potential. He was going for a classy boy. He was going for a classy boy, folks. You know how I know? Watch this. This is how I know. No, he wasn't. He wasn't going for the classy boy. He was going for the Neo tank. That's what you get for going for a Neo tank. Now, you know why I know? So I'm gonna tell you right now. This is exactly the reason why I know. So if we go to the build, you know why? It's because it was built first. It was built first. And you know, if it was built first, that means he had the income for the Solar Abomination, so he was going for it. The recon was an afterthought. He wanted to go a Neo tank infantry. That's what he wanted to do. But now he gets punished, folks. He gets absolutely punished for even having the thought of buying a Solar Abomination. This man absolutely punished for that move. Alright, folks. So pipe burner is going to have to be destroyed. You're going to have to blow it up. Yep. Has to happen. Unfortunately, there's no ifs, ands, or buts around that one. You can't be having a pipe runner sit on your on one of your bases. It's preventing all your purchases. Got an anti-air and a recon. And he's capping a property down south, folks. If he gets that property down south, that's going to put him at 24,000 income. 4 properties to the win at that point. Triple tapping a medium tank, eliminating him. Occupying forest, preventing the Solar Abomination from moving forward, attacking the healthier of the 2 medium tanks, but the weaker of the 2 medium tanks can still be eliminated, which is very sad. It is very sad. It's not what you want to have happen. Not at all. All right. Day 17 does have an Urban Blight in the bank here, so it could potentially pop that at any point. Gets trapped. Caps the property. That is 24,000 to 16,000 income right now, folks. Do not let your eyes deceive you, because it doesn't update in Fog of War. That is 16,000 income, 24,000 income. So despite the fact that LowEloNobody right now is behind in units, he's got 13 units to end. He's 20. At this point, all you got to do is you got to play that tech war. You got to play the tech game, and you got to out-tech him. Now, if you don't out-tech him, what you got to do is you got to spam a battlecopter every single turn, and then like an anti-air, and then something else. But you need something that's going to be able to take out the medium tanks, folks. So I have a feeling like LowEloNobody is going to be resorting to soiled abominations in order to do that, folks. But right now, this is where heroes are made, folks. This is how you get your name on a plaque. Battlecopter directly attacking the soiled abomination. Medium tank moving in. A tank moving in. And a tank moving in. Boom, there we go, folks. 4 units all working together to take out the soiled abomination. That is teamwork, folks. That is what Advanced Wars is all about. Now it is now day 18. LowEloNobody pops the co-power. Doesn't really get a whole lot of value out of this one, folks, because there's not really a whole lot for them to attack. Now, it does get minor value, stops some of the captures, but that's about it, folks. Boom, boom. Double tapping that infantry. That guy is going to be living down south for the time being. Battlecopter moving forward. Eliminate that vision. Eliminate the tank. Tank survives. What can you do about it? Absolutely nothing, except for move a battlecopter forward to eliminate it. I could have used the 6 HP tank in order to do that, which I probably would have liked a little bit more. Use the battlecopter as a reinforcer to the tank. I think that's a little bit better of an idea, but one way or another, this is what we are doing. This is what we are dealing with, folks. So, is what it is. Looks like Robobird is going to be able to acquire some of the properties back. Day 19 from LowEloNobody eliminates the battlecopter. Absolutely no problem there. Stops this capture. Tries to stop this capture. Doesn't actually stop the capture. Could have stopped this cap. Could have stopped that cap, actually. Oh, but uses the urban blight. Interesting. Interesting. All right, so he saves his properties for a little while. All right, folks. Another soiled one on the field. Day 19 from Robobird. Double tapping an anti-air, using the tank to rush forward. Capping one of the properties. Using the battlecopters to eliminate themselves. All right, and tank moving forward, sacrificing itself in order to get a hyper repair so that he can get the 2 properties up north. Oh my god, what a legend. What an absolute legendary play right there, folks. That's how you use hyper repair, folks. That's how you use hyper repair. Alrighty, massive play, beautiful play. All right, day 20. LowEloNobody moving forward. Doesn't manage to take out the tank even with the Soil Abomination firepower due to the additional defenses of the co-power. So that co-power coming in clutch twice right there, folks. It is now day 20. Robobird putting the cap on, eliminating an infantry. Oh, and we are going to be seeing another massive attack. Oh, 2 more classy boys in a battlecopter taking out another Soil Abomination, folks. This is what it's about. This is what it's all about, folks. Classy gaming. All right, double base skip and an airport skip. All right, folks. Like we don't even need units. We don't even need units right now. I don't remember what day we were on. All right. Is this the day that we were on? Yes. This is the day we were on. Yeah, because we rushed forward. There we go. Yeah, double base skip, airport skip. Beautiful. Now, that could have just been an accident, or that could be planned. You never know. But if it was planned, I think definitely infantry are a little bit better to get than absolutely nothing. All right. Day 21. Another recon has been eliminated. Another property flip. That puts Robobird in the winning position right here. 21,000 to 20,000 income per turn. As 21 properties to 20. Pulls back and busts out a flipping Soil Abomination. We had the classiest game over here from Mr. Robobird, but he has decided that he needs to invest in soap. That can be the only reason, folks. He must have bought some stock in soap. Now he plans to profit from it. LowEloNobody, though, definitely getting a lot of value when it comes to soap right now. Building another Soil Abomination. Robobird pulls back a little bit. Does manage to take out a tank. Full blocks. Strong blocking. Strong block wall right there, folks. It's now day 23. Eliminates an infantry. Comes close to eliminating an infantry. Did this flippin' Neo tank? What did this Neo tank do? What did this Neo tank do? I have to see this again, folks. What did the Neo tank do? He got trapped. He got trapped. He got trapped, folks. Oh, the Neo tank didn't even get to fire on anything. It just got trapped. That is another gone Neo. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Pulls back. Pulls back again. Interesting. All right. I thought for sure that guy was doomed. Oh, LowEloNobody is just going forward, folks. He even sends a Neo tank right into the belly of the beast over here. Oh my god, day 24. The battlecopters move forward. Oh, that Neo tank is doomed. It's doomed. Hyper repair. And now the HQ is under huge threat. What? Hyper upgrade. Okay. I was gonna say I thought it was a hyper repair, but hyper upgrade, yeah, no, that just seals the deal. That army is completely healthy right now. Oh my god. What a massive victory over here from Andy. Our boy Andy taking out Kindle. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Now I think Kindle did pretty okay, but Once the pipe runner got in the mix and this capture didn't go the way that they planned, I think mobile gaming just took over at that point, folks. Mobile gaming definitely took over at that point. But what a match between these two. Thank you so much for the submission. It was a blast to go over. And hopefully you all enjoyed that one too. And if you did, folks, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves and bye-bye for now.